Good morning, interwebs. It is 12:41, and you are going to get a one-take vlog of me sitting here because today I have no extra. I just don't. I have nothing left. Well, we can kind of start with my outfit. It will explain the kind of day I've had. So I am wearing the same shirt you saw last night when I went to bed. Now, I did put it on after I took my shower in the afternoon, so it wasn't like I wore it all day, but I did sleep in it last night. And when I got up this morning, I grabbed this skirt that was sitting on my bedroom floor, which I had worn earlier in the week. And I just intended to put this on for a while, and then I was going to, shower and get around. It is 12:40 at night, and I am still wearing the dirty clothes that I picked up off my floor and slept in last night. Yeah. I have spent all day helping kids with things. Mostly my daughter with her stuff for the fair, which I'm very happy to do. It is just... there's a lot to be done. And I'm working with an 8-year-old here, so I have... no patience. No, that's not really her fault. I'm not coming at this whole thing from the greatest place mentally and emotionally. So even if I didn't have a stressful situation, I would not be in a good place. Then we put on top of that, there's a stressful situation. And my younger children are choosing to act like 3- and 5-year-olds. Yes, it was a very, very trying evening because everybody needed if not my assistance, they needed my attention to not just act like idiots. Like, there was just so many things where I would be like, why? Did that seem like a good idea? No, it was not. Let's try something else. And there was just no end to it today. All day. Some days are like that. So now I am sitting here with a gigantic jar of tea. An iced tea at least, because Steve has been making ice. So that was good. I made myself, before my day, started rolling downhill or uphill or I don't know which way, some inconvenient direction. I was going to make special ice cubes to put in and make iced coffee. So I took milk and I mixed chocolate syrup and a little bit of sugar, and then I poured it into ice cube trays and I put it into freeze. I was going to pour coffee over it later, and I've never gotten to that point. But I figured it's best at this juncture to not do that, so I'm just going to have some more iced tea, because there's some more tea that I brewed earlier on the stove. There's some more ice in there. Now the funny thing is, this is like my 3rd jar of tea, I think, plus I've had water and stuff throughout the day, which just means that I, in addition to constantly being needed wherever, have to preface just about everything with, hold on, Mom needs to pee first. So, it has been a long and trying day. Now, I have spent about the last half an hour since everybody's gone to sleep and Steve went to work and everything's quieted down. Finally, I have been crocheting. So, I am working on my dress, and that has been exciting, and it has been helping me calm down. Like the last bit of time that I've been able to sit here, I've just been sitting here crocheting and watching YouTube and drinking my tea and just being like, okay. I also accepted sometime around 8 this evening that I was not going to put up an Etsy update tonight because that was just going to be one thing too many. And I think I've said the quote before, but there's a quote that says, when things stop adding up, start subtracting. And things were not adding up in my day, and I could not subtract any of the other things, so that was the thing that got subtracted. And it's fine, because there are tons and tons of things up in the shop right now. There's over 50 items listed. I think there's 56. So, it's not going to hurt anything to not do an update today. Maybe I'll do one later this week. Maybe I just won't, because I did one on Thursday, and maybe I just won't do one. We'll see. It really depends on how I feel and what I get, accomplished this week. That I just don't want, sitting around if it's done, right? So we will see. But I just accepted it. And that is difficult. But I'm working on it. Yeah, so today I have nothing left today. Do you ever have days where you're just like, I'm done. Done. So, and the week is just beginning. You want to hear about our crazy week? Okay. So my daughter has swim lessons this week every day. And on Tuesday, all of her stuff is due for the fair, which involves, like, judging with judges, like, all day long. So tomorrow we need to finish making the few things that are not done that need to be judged on Tuesday. Then Tuesday we go and do all of that stuff. And which is going to be a big, I assume, stressful situation. It's also a little weird because there's a lot of unknowns because this is our first year doing it, so I don't really know how the whole process works. But we shall persevere. And then, yeah, I don't think we're going to do library group on Tuesday. We're just going to bring everybody to go do judging, I think. And then Wednesday she has library, so I'll go to the library thing with the kids. And then I don't know if there's anything else this week. But the things that there are just are all really big. And then we have more things due for the fair next week. So, like, as soon as we're done with this first batch of things that go in, we have more things to focus on between, you know, then and the next week when all of my things for the fair and Steve's things and her things are due. So, it's just going to be crazy. And I think it probably sounds really stupid and ridiculous to a lot of people that it's like this really big deal. We all have things for the county fair. But it is just, it's one of the few things that our family does. So, and you would think I would plan a little better for it at this point. But we've never done it where it involved 4-H before, which is really making things a little more exciting in a lot of ways. But it's a different ball game than just entering things open class. So we will see how it all turns out. But I've just decided that I'm going to go put on some pajamas, sit here and drink my tea, watch YouTube, and crochet until my usual bedtime. I'll probably go to bed around 2:30. So that's like 2 hours that I can just sit here and absorb the quiet and the nothingness because I just don't feel like I'm going to get a lot of that. But at least I seem to be calming down. I was having the issue tonight where, like, I literally felt like I was, like, buzzing, like, ah! But I'm less, like, it's not exactly shaky. It's just like, you feel like you're constantly twitching all over because you're just so, it's unpleasant. Yes. So I'm going to go and work on this dress. And I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty-night.